In 1997, in a modest office in Los Gatos, California, two men met who would unknowingly begin a journey that would change the way the world consumes entertainment forever. Reed Hastings, a software engineer with a sharp mind and an insatiable curiosity, and Marc Randolph, a marketing strategist with a talent for recognizing opportunity, shared a vision that most people at the time could not even imagine. The idea was deceptively simple: bring movies directly to people's homes, without the inconvenience, late fees, or crowded shelves of traditional video rental stores. At the time, Blockbuster and other video rental chains dominated the market. Late fees were notorious, and customers often felt stressed and restricted by the system. Reed and Marc believed there was a better way, a way that would not only save time and frustration, but also create a new relationship between consumers and entertainment. Their vision was for a subscription-based model where customers could receive DVDs by mail, watch them at their convenience, and return them without any penalties. However, the simplicity of the idea belied the challenges it presented. Convincing investors that people would actually want DVDs mailed to them was nearly impossible. Many dismissed the concept as impractical, a novelty that would never scale. Yet Reed and Marc were determined. They believed in the potential of technology to transform human behavior, in the human desire for convenience, and in the power of persistent innovation. They were not deterred by skepticism or early setbacks. The first steps were humble: a rudimentary website, a small catalog of DVDs, and a manual system to track each rental formed the foundation of Netflix. Every DVD had to be physically mailed, tracked, and returned. Errors were frequent, delays were inevitable, and the logistical challenges often felt insurmountable. Yet, each problem was a lesson. Each setback was an opportunity to learn, to improve, to iterate. Reed and Marc understood that mastery is rarely born from success alone. It is forged in the crucible of repeated trial and error. From the beginning, customer experience was paramount. They realized early on that speed, reliability, and transparency were the keys to building trust. They experimented with different ways of cataloging DVDs, with subscription models that simplified payments, and with recommendation systems that could personalize each user's experience. The goal was to remove friction entirely, to make accessing entertainment effortless and enjoyable. Every decision, every small improvement, was designed to make the customer feel valued, respected, and empowered. By 1999, Netflix had introduced a subscription model that eliminated due dates and late fees. This simple innovation fundamentally transformed the user experience. Customers no longer felt pressured or anxious about returning DVDs on time. They were joining a club, a community built on trust and convenience. This was not merely a business decision. It was a cultural shift, redefining how people interacted with entertainment and how they perceived value. Growth, however, brought its own challenges. Mailing DVDs nationwide required precise logistics, reliable infrastructure, and keen operational oversight. Fulfillment centers were expanded, distribution strategies refined, and data analytics were deployed to anticipate demand and predict popular titles. Reed and Marc were intimately involved in every aspect of this process, often working late into the night, troubleshooting problems, and seeking solutions that others might have considered impossible. Meanwhile, the broader technological landscape was evolving. Broadband internet was beginning to reach more households, and Reed foresaw a future in which physical DVDs would be replaced by digital streams. This vision was bold and risky. Many investors, still viewing Netflix as a mail-order DVD company, were skeptical. Streaming video was untested, bandwidth was limited, and licensing agreements with studios were complex and often difficult to negotiate. Yet Reed believed that the future of entertainment would be instant, accessible, and personalized. He was willing to take risks that most executives would avoid, betting not on the status quo but on what could be. In 2007, after years of planning, testing, and technological development, Netflix launched its streaming service. This marked a profound turning point. Transitioning from physical to digital required immense technical innovation. Servers had to handle sudden surges in demand. Video compression had to maintain quality without sacrificing speed, and the platform had to provide seamless accessibility across diverse devices. Early hiccups were inevitable. Glitches, crashes, and slow load times challenged the company, but the strategy ultimately paid off. Streaming offered unprecedented convenience, attracting millions of subscribers who had never imagined abandoning the traditional video rental model. Netflix's evolution was also a story of culture. Reed Hastings fostered a philosophy that emphasized freedom and responsibility, encouraging employees to think creatively, to challenge norms, and to pursue ambitious goals. This culture enabled bold experimentation, from algorithmic recommendation systems that anticipated user preferences to original content production that risked millions in unproven series. House of Cards became a milestone, a proof that Netflix could not only distribute content, but also create it at a standard rivaling major studios. The journey was never smooth. Financial crises, industry pushback, and rapid technological shifts constantly tested the company's resilience. The 2008 economic downturn, competition from emerging streaming platforms, and skepticism from traditional studios could have derailed less determined organizations. Yet Netflix's leadership navigated these challenges with a combination of data-driven decisions, calculated risk-taking, and unwavering commitment to the customer experience. As Netflix scaled, its global reach expanded dramatically. By the mid-2010s, it had subscribers in tens of millions, offering thousands of titles and original productions that won prestigious awards, including Emmys and Oscars. It had transformed not only itself, but the entire entertainment industry. Competitors scrambled to imitate its model, yet few could replicate the combination of foresight, customer-centric strategy, and operational excellence that defined Netflix. Behind every milestone was a story of relentless dedication. Reed and Marc's insistence on experimentation, learning from failure, and maintaining a vision larger than immediate profits became the company's lifeblood. Employees were encouraged to think expansively, to embrace challenges, and to innovate without fear of failure. This culture of courage and ingenuity ensured that Netflix remained adaptive, relevant, and resilient amid constant change. Today, Netflix operates in over 190 countries, delivering content to millions daily. Its transformation from a humble DVD-by-mail startup to a global streaming powerhouse illustrates the power of vision, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Reed Hastings and Marc Randolph's story underscores that success rarely comes from following the familiar path. It is earned by challenging convention, embracing uncertainty, and relentlessly seeking to improve the human experience. Netflix is more than a company. It is a symbol of innovation, a testament to human creativity, and a beacon of entrepreneurial courage. It demonstrates that even the smallest, seemingly improbable ideas can evolve into global empires when nurtured with vision, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to purpose. Every time a viewer clicks play on a favorite show or movie, they engage with a legacy born of audacity, ingenuity, and the belief that entertainment could be better, simpler, and more personal. The lessons from Netflix are timeless. Bold ideas, calculated risks, and a relentless focus on delivering value can overcome skepticism, technical hurdles, and entrenched competition. Reed Hastings and Marc Randolph remind us that true innovation often requires embracing failure, persisting through uncertainty, and daring to envision what others cannot yet see. Their journey illustrates that with determination, creativity, and a commitment to improvement, a small vision can reshape an entire industry and touch millions of lives worldwide. Netflix's story is far from over, as it continues to innovate with interactive storytelling, global content production, and artificial intelligence-driven recommendations. It remains at the forefront of entertainment, a living testament to the transformative power of vision and perseverance. And as the company grows, the principles established in those early days, customer focus, bold experimentation, and unyielding dedication, remain the guiding stars that ensure its ongoing relevance, influence, and success. The story of Netflix, from DVD mail to streaming giant, teaches us that the impossible is often only impossible until someone dares to do it. It reminds us that innovation is born from curiosity, courage, and the refusal to accept limitations. And it shows that a single idea, nurtured carefully and executed relentlessly, can transform not only a company but an entire industry, redefining how people experience the world around them.